Just a short time ago, this crowd loud enough to shake the foundations of this nearly century-old building. They are ready for football indeed in Chicago as their guys get set to do battle with Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
On first down, Wilson. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's second down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Second and 10 now, Wilson. Well, the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. Tyler Lockett was the target there.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
On the ground, this is Rashad Penny. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and take. Down.
Let's go to work. Come on. 19.
Play action. Now Wilson. He's going to air one out. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. On 3rd down, Wilson. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. It's a big play there for Seattle, and even 40 yards. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10, all the way down at the 21-yard line.
Penny, a first down carry. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
I'd say the staff that's up in the booth watching the game, they may want to file that one away. See how fast the free safety closed to make that play? Might want to check into a throw the next time.
14.
On second down, Wilson. And Dixon over the middle. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it first and goal. Here's Wilson. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Seahawks take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Janikowski good with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Out to kick is Janikowski. Jackson now to return. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at about the 32. Here's carry number 1 for Jordan Howard. And he'll get this up to about the 40. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
And that was a good run. This was only one of 9 guys to go over 1,000 yards in 2017. And I think you can't let him run wild here.
Well, you think 100 yards, the measuring stick?
Always. That is the threshold. You want to keep him under that if you want to play good defense.
Let's go. We're on the ball after this.
On second down, here's Trubisky. Throw left side complete. That's Burton. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down. The few inches he needs, he's going to go backwards. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll be 4th down. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. Back deep, the dangerous Tyler Lockett. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now 1st and 10 at the 20. They go play action here on first down. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. On 2nd down, here's Wilson. This complete to Lockett. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down.
Hey, tempo.
He can run for it, and he will. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the 1st down. Only a yard there on the keeper, but that's all he needed. 1st down.
Let's go. 14.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And the grab made by Doug Baldwin. And he goes out of bounds across the 40-yard line. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Come on, let's go. Let's go.
Here's a give to Penny. And some room to work. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. They keep it with Penny on 1st down. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Eddie Jackson with a tackle.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Now Wilson on 2nd down. Leaves it for Penny. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front.
Now Wilson on 1st down. Going up top. There's Baldwin. Touchdown, Seattle. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. Janikowski adds the extra point, and it's now 14-0. to kick is Janikowski. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Bears offense ready to take over again. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
Let's go, let's go.
Now Trubisky to throw on second. Out to the left there and complete to Howard. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Now the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling can lead to no yards gained.
They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. On 3rd down, Trubisky. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Returnable for Lockett. Skirts by him at the 35. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
They'll start on the ground. It's Rashad Penny. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Kyle Fuller, the one to make the tackle.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Again, it's Penny. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Here's Wilson on 3rd down. And he finds Penny. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Call it a pickup of 7, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
With it is Jackson. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Bears take over. The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all. And let's face it, every facility we visit, Everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 15 yards through the air and a first down. Now Trubisky. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
Now it's Trubisky, and he fires one that's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47, and the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Tempo.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on second down. To throw is Wilson. To throw on second down. Baldwin with it over the middle. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Wilson now to throw on third down. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now fourth down.
You're down 2 touchdowns. You just know defensively you absolutely have to come up with a big play. That nearly was one right there.
Looked over at the sideline immediately after the drop and just saw the dejection. They felt it. They thought he had it. Unfortunately, couldn't come up with it. And Janikowski bangs it through, and the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you've got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Now after the made field goal, here's Sebastian Janikowski to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Onto the field now come the Bears. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. 2nd and 10. It's Trubisky again. Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down. Jaron Reed forcing his way through there to drop him for a loss of a good 10 yards. Let's see what they draw up here. 3rd and long following the sack of Trubisky. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Let's see what they draw up here. 3rd and long following the sack of Trubisky. Out of the gun, Trubisky. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The linebacker, Bobby Wagner, able to get back in coverage and knock it free. Well, that's a perfect example of how he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's game. He is just all around the football right now, isn't he?
That he is, and it's funny because I talked with the coaching staff about drills that they do in practice, and one of them is called matching hands. And as soon as that hand is launched by the quarterback, you throw up the opposite hand and match that hand with the QB, and oftentimes you're able to knock it away, as we just saw there.
The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that you almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces. 1:59 to go in the first half. We're back to Soldier Field following this short break. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. From the shotgun, Wilson. Over the middle here to Brown. And he'll get it down here to the 43. It'll be a gain of 8, but it also lead to a 4th down. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And now Sebastian Janikowski on from a long distance. He's hit from 61 and 63 in his career. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And that right there is something we've seen, 15 times in NFL history. That will officially go down as a 60-yard field goal.
And everything has to be absolutely perfect for this to have any chance. He's got to get it out low and really drive through it. And I tell you, that was one heck of a kick. One heck of a decision on the sideline to even try it as well.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bears offense now heading back out onto the field, and on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Hurry, hurry!
On first down, Trubisky. It's his target. It's Taylor Gabriel. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives them a new set of downs. They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked. But instead, they'll keep it on second down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Over the middle, complete. That's Burton. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. That one goes for 24 yards.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Three down. Hey, fellas, we got 3. Let's go. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Hurry, hurry, jump!
On second down, Trubisky. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. Mitchell Trubisky's first touchdown pass of his sophomore campaign, as they are now on the board here in the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And this is picked up by the Bears. And he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
A first trip to the red zone for the Bears. It's 1st and 10 at the 14.
180! We're go, let's go! Blue. Come on, gotta go.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Trubisky. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Now Cohen. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up. And you can almost feel Trubisky saying, let's get to the line and hurry up. On 3rd down, it's Cohen, and he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bears have cut it to within a score. And his kick is no good. Misses the PAT, a mistake there, and this remains a 7-point game. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. On the return, the All-Pro 2 years ago, Tyler Lockett. And a good effort on the return there. Gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Tempo, tempo.
They begin with a run by Penny. And some room to run now. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And now due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. And we've got movement. I think this is against the Bears here. Let's find out. A false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. Trubisky with the give to Howard. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Gotta go.
This is Howard on 2nd down. And he's brought down. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Let's go. Gotta go.
They run play action for Howard. Now Trubisky. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a 1st down. Trubisky now 8 of 15 through the air, but it's 1st and 10 here. Now Trubisky on 1st down. And this is Gabriel on the catch. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
You see it? You see it? Hurry, come.
Oh, design run for their wideout. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4.
Set up. 180. We're go. Let's go. 18.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. Now Trubisky lost the football, and the Seahawks have picked it up. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
I know one thing, the team that had the ball and was driving, they're going to feel horrible. But the team that was on defense, I think we got to give them a little bit of credit, able to hang in there and force a key turnover.
In the red zone, though, had a chance to tie it and an opportunity missed. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10, right at the 30. Following the fumble recovery, it's Wilson. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Aaron Lynch leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. On 2nd down, here's Wilson. And his throw here's incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 16. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. He hits Baldwin right side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 30 yards there.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Wilson now 12 of 17 through the air as he leads his guys up on 1st down.
Don't take forever, okay?
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Adrian Amos up to make the tackle.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
On 2nd down, Wilson. Open man is Amara Darboh complete. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
Tempo.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now Wilson on second down. And this throw will be intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
That's it, baby. Let's go. We're on the ball after this. Red, tough. Hurry.
On second down, here's Trubisky. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Tempo.
After the interception, here's Wilson. And his throw is going to be incomplete. The tight end, Ed Dixon, was the target. That'll bring up second down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Second and 10 now, Wilson. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
And he's got Lockett. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Seahawks capitalize on this short field as they take it in for 6. Janikowski good with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out to kick is Janikowski. Jackson now to return. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And now the Bears coming out as they get ready. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke.
And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. Frank Clark back now at Soldier Field. It's Bears football, but they trail on the scoreboard as we get set to bring you the fourth quarter. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Now Trubisky to throw on second. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard.
Hey, got 3, got 2. 180, good.
Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. Here's Pat O'Donnell now. He's been terrific so far. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Now it's Lockett. It's a 45-yard punt and 8 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And out now come the Seahawks. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for it.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th. The Bears in good field position to start out 1st and 10.
18.
Looking to throw Trubisky on 1st down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
Hey, man, up. 180. 18. Yep.
2nd and 10 now. It's Trubisky looking deep for Gabriel. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by the all-pro free safety, Earl Thomas. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Let's go. Good.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Prince Amukamara. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Go.
They begin the drive on the ground with Cohen. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Let's go. Set up. 180. 18.
On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. The Bears on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Come on, gotta go, gotta go.
Again, it's Cohen, and he's going to be met at about the 43. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
Now Trubisky lost the football. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And that will force a turnover on downs.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, the teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And he's brought down. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to float this one deep right side. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Sometime in this 4th quarter, someone on defense is going to have to step up and force a turnover.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. It's Wilson again. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
Hey, tempo, tempo, tempo. Hey, over here, over here.
Here's Penny on the counter, and he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Now they'll run it again with Penny. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
3rd and long, it's Wilson. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Russell Wilson now with 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. Janikowski adds the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out to kick is Janikowski. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down, it caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. Gotta go, gotta go.
They go with Howard again. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this.
Let's go, let's go.
Off the toss, Cohen. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 7, and it'll set him back for second down.
Oh, partner, that play brought back memories. Watching them string it out, letting the runner get all the way to the sideline area, but not letting him get out of bounds. They formed that picket fence and didn't allow him through.
Not only that, got him for a loss as well here. And one of the reasons they lead in the fourth quarter, plays like that.
Yeah, it took a little more time off the clock, making him do it that way, didn't they?
It'll go as a 9-yard loss on the play. And that'll bring up a third down and very long. Well, that second down completion, something of a disaster, and now they're left with third and long. On third down, that's Cohen. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves them looking at a fourth down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes.
Let's go get it right here. Come on. All right, push the team.
And they take a knee. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for the Seahawks, it's a dream start. 2 wins in 2 early road games. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Dallas Cowboys. Meanwhile, for the Bears, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Glendale to take on the Cardinals. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com.